Hello, everyone. I think we are live. So if you can hear me, let me know. That would be awesome. Welcome to Create on the Fly. I'm Franz Martin. Most people know me by Frenchie. And you can see more of my creation at frenchiestamps.com. Well, today it's a fun fall and it's an interactive portion in that. So it should be awesome. um, Special going on. It's they get free shipping on order of $75 and above before tax and shipping, or before tax and coupon and such. But why the $75? You can have free shipping at $35 and you get to choose $125 of product. That's even more better, right? You pay $35, you get to choose 125. That's $90 of free product, and it's shipped to you for free. Plus, it's a paper pumpkin, a lot more value. But that's to join my team. But a lot of people are kind of skittish to join. They feel it's a string attached or something, a catch. It is not. You can join, just get the sweet deal and run away. That's all up to you. If you don't want to do that, well, with $75 before tax, shipping, and like coupons, you get free shipping. That end tomorrow. That is October 24th, tomorrow, Friday. I choke on my own spit. Oh, sorry. Okay, so let's flip the camera the other direction and let's going. Okay, this is a very simple cards, okay? Regular cardstock. Here it's Cajun Craze I'm doing a fall card. Remember, I'm going to do fall till the end of October, and then I'm going to start incorporated Christmas. I feel that we start Christmas in July or start Christmas year round, whatever. It's good to do it year round, so then when come Christmas, we're not behind and don't feel the pressure. But then we forget everything in between that and Christmas. So I'm concentrating on fall. So I'm gonna cut this at 5.5. Now this is very simple, okay? We're gonna flip this and we're gonna score at 4 and then score at 8. So I have to score F inch here. Okay, so really it's 4 and 8, or 4 and then F inch at this end. Here we go. So that is it for that. Now I know I forgot a punch. A punch and a punch and a punch. Here we go. So we're gonna, anytime we get any type of fun fold and that, we want to reinforce the score line. That's really the main thing to make sure that it works. So score, and then down, and score. I mean, reinforce the score. Now, I got a piece of autumn twin, the pumpkin here, that measure 378 by 5 and 3/8. So 378 by 5 and 3/8. Now you want to glue this and you want to glue that very secure, okay? Because we're going to, here we go. I don't know what the heck I was doing there. Because we're going to cut in this paper. Okay, we're going to fold this down. So the tab going to be on the right coming in. I'm going to put this here. Usually I don't measure, you know me, I just eyeball. For this one, I'm going to measure, okay? Because I try to keep it a little bit more in the center. I wish I would have a pencil here. I don't know where my pencil is. I'm going to use a pen. And the center of this, it's 2. When I swallow my own spit in the wrong hole, I still get the cough there. Okay, so we get that. On my punch, I do that on most of my punch. You can take a marker like a Sharpie or even a pen. And if you look at a punch, you get the divot there. Here it's pointy. So you see, I make a mark and a mark, a mark, a mark. So I know where is my center or my division there. So I'm going to go with the center of this. And we're going to go right where we get the dots there. I don't know if you can see the dots there. I'm just going to go about maybe 3/4 of an inch in. That would be plenty, even less than that, just a little bit. Punch that. This will be trash. Et voila. We got this. Now, we're going to take our trimmer and you're going to place this at 1 inch. Did I do 1 inch? Or did I do 3/4? No, 1 inch. So bring this at 1 inch. Yes, 1 1 1. Just remember everything. It's 1 here. Now I remember. I wanted to go 3/4, and I said I'm going to make it easy. So everything it's 1. So you're going to start at about 1. Even if it's not just right, it's okay. It won't make it easier or harder or such. So we're going to go ahead. 1, and then we're going to go all the way at 4.5. That would be 1 inch from the 5.5 there. So let's go at 4.5. And like I said, even if you go a little bit more, it's okay. You want to make sure you press hard on your blade so you get the opening. Okay. And you know what? I think I want to go even a little bit more. Here we go. Okay, now I got a piece of berry vanilla here that measured 378 about, yeah, 378 by 5 1/4. So 378. You want it a little bit shorter than the 4 so it fit here without hitting the score line there, because it's going to go up and down. And then I got a piece of 3/4 inch by about 4. We're going to trim it at the right size here. It's easier than, trying both at 378. So I got it at 4 inch. So this is from the Gather Together designer series paper. I used 2 because I wanted to have some of that Cajun there. Okay, where's here? Scissors from the back. I went a little bit too high, but that's okay. I'm going to cut that little sliver here. Really, it's a little sliver, but here we go. Okay, now I got Old Punch. It's a tiny one. You can buy them at like office supplies and such. I rather have a smaller one. Some people like to take their piercer, paper piercer. It just leaves rough in the back, whatever worked for you. So it's the center about 2 inch. Remember, it's a little bit small, less than 4 inch. So I'm off there and then off here. So that's perfect. And I put a dot there. So then I know about where to go ahead and punch that. And you want to go a little bit down, not too much at the edge, because we're going to put a twine there. So we're going to use baker's twine, not baker's twine. This is linen thread. We're going to fold it in 2. You're going to ask me about how many inch. I just eyeball, but about 6 inch that I got. And then we're going to go ahead, put that. I like to go from the front to the back. And then let's pull this here. Voila. Okay, now I'm going to place this right here. I got a piece here. Um, what is it? Yeah, 3/4 inch by 3. So now, if I want, I'm going to show you how to do it portrait or landscape. Let's say I would have cut my designer paper that go this way. Then this would pull the same way. You see where we're going with that? It's going to pull out here. So this paper, then, I rather have it that it would go down. See, this way. Both ways, though, really. I'm going to put it down. It don't matter. So that you got, uh, that you go this direction, or this direction, you're going to put that strip the same way. So this strip, it's the mechanism that's going to pull your paper up and down. Okay. So you want to make sure that it don't pass here. If it pass after it's glued, well, then we can fix it. But we're going to try to do it without an operation. So we're going to leave it this way, flip it here. Now on this side only, you're going to put the glue. I prefer to use Tombow glue here. And you want to go on this edge, but not too much on the edge, because if you put too much on the edge, what's going to happen? It's that the glue going to ooze on the side, and then you won't be able to slide it. Now I take this is my front, need to go down. Okay, now you need to make sure that you go right at the edge. You don't go over the score line, and you don't pass this. This is very important. Now, rub that good. Now, what you're going to do, yeah, that's good. You're going to put glue on this strip only here, just the flap that it's fold down. You're going to put the glue on the top. This is not a new fold. I mean, it's been out for a long time. I got a card from Jill. I'm going to share with you when I'm done. And I'm like, I didn't do that for a long time. This would be great. Now, the trick to this now, it's you're going to pull this. Make sure that you pull this. This is the easiest way for me that I find to do it. Open this up here. Pass it in the back of that sheet and close this now. Voila. I think that is the easy way to do it. Okay. And then let's move this. See how it slides perfectly fine. And see that match very lovely at the top. Now I got two circles, a 2-inch and a 2 1/4. And we're going to go ahead, and I'm using a Amber Autumn. And I'm going to put Autumn Wishes. I think that fit there. Yes. And then I'm going to put the pumpkin, but I'm going to stamp off the pumpkin first. I have a scrappy paper someplace here. Here we go. Okay. So I got Cajun Craze. Gonna stamp there. And while I got that, we might as well get, you know what? I still have vanilla cards here. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna stamp that there. So really it's stamp off twice. Now I'm gonna come here, stamp that there. So I don't have the full picture, and that's perfectly fine. See? And then I'm gonna use early espresso. And we're going to smack that right here. Woohoo! Okay, let me clean that. Here we go. You know what? I don't have my dauber here, but let me, I will get my not early, but Cajun Craze. You know what? I need my daubers. I don't like that for sponging on the side. People ask me why having both the daubers and the blend. Well, for me, they make very two different things. I really don't like my blending brush here for this. Here we go. I get way better control with my dauber to do the edge of a card or shape and such. I get way better control. Here, I'm just gonna blend that a little bit more here. Ombre that a bit. Here we go. Now we're gonna attach that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that right on top of this. You know what? This is recorded, Deborah, even if you're late. You can watch the replay. Yes, it's very easy, Sherry. Absolutely easy. But it don't look that easy sometimes when you look at it. But after you know how to do it, I just get the little dimensional. Usually I would put the big dimensional, okay? It's what I get at this counter here. I must not fill the other one. So you want to make sure, this one, it's almost too much there. Okay, I'm going to share you a trick here that I did on the other one because it was flopping. And I thought, this is smart. Where did I put my scissors? Here they are. So I would take a big dimensional, but I don't have any. That's okay. I'm going to pull this, the side of this. You don't want to take, very important, don't take the paper on top, okay? Hey, Valerie, thank you so much for your Halloween cards. I'm going to share it. Here is the card that Valerie sent me. Is that cute? I love all that, the paper. It looked like all different strip, but it's all one piece. I think it's very clever. Thank you. Okay, so now this piece, we don't take the backing. This one, we're going to take the backing. Let me use this here. Okay. Come on. Okay. Now you're gonna put that. So this one, it's this way, but if you would go the other way, like I said, we can do both ways, right? We can do landscape or portrait. Then you would put your greeting this way. It's the same thing. You just pay attention the way that your designer paper is. So this one go this way. And you know what? I went right at the edge there. I'm gonna cut that a little bit this way, just because it's a circle, okay? So you can operate everything here. I'm going to go ahead, put that right here. Okay, now you see how this is very raised and this just gets stuck on the card there. Well, sometimes it's want to get hook on the side. You're going to take this piece. This is the sticky, oops. This is the paper still there. Very important that you keep the paper. You're going to take the sticky, put it in the back of this here, and voila, you get your raised up. And now, because it's not sticky, you get your paper there. It's going to slide a lot better. And two, it keep it that proportion equally so it don't, tilt. That is it. How simple it is. Now, another thing that you can do, let's say you want to do a Christmas card, you could add another piece over here to slide your gift card. in. So right above where this went, I would not glue the side, reopen it and put another piece of paper and just tack it with glue dots on each side so I can put a gift card if you want to. But this one, see, it just lift. You want to make sure that, see this here, it wants to lift up, that you get glue all on the corners, because if not, you see it won't pull up, it decides. So very important that this is glue very tight. So you could have anything. So if you get like the train or little car or tractors, that would be cute on this way, and have the tractor going down. John is here, and I know John got the tractor set. I think that would be beyond cute to have the tractor there. But make sure you could cut your paper on the landscape instead of the portrait. Well, that made me happy that people say they're going to be making that. Okay, so this was one. Now let me share with you a different one, and the one that Jill made me. That's how it got me. So Jill used that squirrel. Here is Jill, and see, she even put another circle there, and then a greeting. See, same way, you just pull. Now, if that's not enough place to write a thing, you can always put a blank paper in the back and then, write more there. Yes, Kathy, that piece of dimensional in the back there make a very, very much different. Okay, so that's two. Now, I got in the same paper, gathering together. No, gather together was that little piece there, and that too it is though. Um, Autumn Toile. This one, I think that is an awesome paper for masculine. I know it's in the fall section and that, but I think it is amazing. Remember, I did in the green. Well, I got it right here. Those card that we did, see, that was that paper that we did kind of a one sheet wonder there. That is phenomenal for masculine with those pheasant. So this one, it's the same thing, pull. Oh, see this one, that's what it is. I didn't put this one so you could see out the difference. It's very much so. We need, let me gather, I rather use, so you see how it's just pulled sideways. So what you're going to do, the paper's still there. You just put that in the back here, the sticky part, and it stay up, and it don't hit this. So it make a difference. So that's my little Timbit. Here's another one. Now, remember I told you you can do it this way. So here's a Christmas. So this Christmas card here don't have absolutely no stamping in it. I use the Memory and More cards, the Joyful Day, and then I use the greeting, the season greeting, something, something there. What is it? I should, it's mix, 1 minute. It is, I use so much of that. Okay, so the cards are on page 13, Joyful Days. That's the one. And then Greeting for You. That's what I use. And then the trees, so I cut that from the Adventure Dies. But it's no stamping. And see this one, when I pull, it pulls the trees this way. Uh, One thing that I did on this one that I said I have to note though, see, you guys learned from my mistake. Is that cool? My white, it's a regular white, and see, it's flimsy. So I would make sure to use the thick one. So when you use the thick one, it would be much better, sliding better. It's just that it, well, it does work, you see it work, but it's more flimsy. Okay, and that's the one on this side. But see how quick it was, not even stamping. And really, that was the only stamping. And here I put the happy birthday, and I stamped the tree in the back, and that was peaceful peers that we used last week also. That was the same set. It was on my desk, and I was like, oh, that's going to work perfect. And let me see. So the trees in the back of this was the same that what we used last week here. So that is it. So your comment made me happy that many of you said you're going to be making that. So that would be perfect. Another thing that would be cool with that, I don't have, but I think it would be cool if you get the snowflake die, to put the snowflake die with this beautiful paper. What's that paper called again? Um, oh, 1 minute. We challenge the team next one with that. It's that is elegant pine, but it got a lot of see, that's going to be our challenge for next month. So if you're part of the team, you see what's coming up for you. That would be an awesome, see those snowflake, and if you get a snowflake coming up, that would be awesome. I love this paper. It's very elegant in my book. Okay, let me move that out of the way. So any question for me? So yeah, it's a very simple. I mean, so your card really, it's 4 inch wide, but nobody knows, that it is 4 inch or 4 and a quarter. See, it still fit lovely in the envelope. Between 4 and 4 and a quarter, it's a lot easier to leave it at 4, and you get a nice a nice overhang to be able to glue, because you get half inch from each side, the 4 and a quarter there, so it make it very easy. So that's about it, my friend. What a quick I know I was talking fast tonight for some reason. It feel like it was on the fast forward, but remember, you can stop and rewind. Absolutely, the truck would look good, that punch truck or the die. You get the tractor. Even if you get a snowman and you would do a snowman scene, that would be cute. It's many things that you can do that would be just a greeting like I did. But you get all those, if you get like the bicycle, you can do the bicycle and such, or the motorcycle, whatever, like something action would be great. So that's about it, my friend. Till next time, happy stamping. And um, what is next? Is it Halloween next week? No, it's the 30th. I wanted to do something Halloween, and see, it's just creep up on me. Maybe I'm going to do a chocolate bar, a quick chocolate bar. We'll see. Maybe fall. We'll see. So see you next week. Till then, happy stamping, my friend. Bye bye for now.